like to call this meeting to order, the Cholo City Council. Roll call show that all council members are present except for Councilwoman Wilson's asked to be excused. Tonight I've asked Councilman Clark give us an invocation followed by the pledge by Councilman Adams. If you all like to stand and join us, please.
Our Father in heaven, we're thankful for this opportunity we have to gather tonight as the council for the city of Cholo. We're thankful for the opportunity we have to meet in these conditions and to be able to have such a wonderful community to talk about the needs and the wants for this area. We're grateful for how thou hast blessed us with economic prosperity over the last little while, and as thou has allowed us to grow and to develop. We recognize that there are many suffering tonight from COVID and from other ailments. We pray thou bless them and strengthen them, and please be with them. We also are excited about the opportunity to have a community fast next week. We ask that it will be that the people will open their hearts and their wallets and be excited to give to those who are needy and who are less fortunate in our community, and that they will be inspired to know what they can do to help those who are around them. We are grateful for a wonderful community of people who are willing to share and to be able to give to their neighbors and to feel a sense of belonging here in this area. We ask that as we deliberate tonight on the matters before us, that we will be guided and directed by thy hand and by thy inspiration, that it will help inspire, that will help inspire us to know what we should do for the betterment of the citizens of this area and for the future generations to come in this area. We ask that thy spirit will be with us and be in attendance, that if we have matters that we disagree upon, that we might be able to do it in a spirit of unity and kindness to one another, and that we might be unified in our decisions this night. This we ask in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Clark, Councilman Adams, appreciate that. Just a little thing before the next agenda item. Tonight we had a study session following this meeting, and I felt it was so important, this study session that we were going to have, that we needed 100% of the council here. So we did cancel that study session that was after this meeting. We tried to get it out on social media, or it is out on social media, but anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that I felt it was important enough that we needed 100% participation for the council, so we did cancel that. Okay, next item on the agenda is call to the public. Any citizen desire to speak on a matter that's within the jurisdiction of the city council may do so at this time. Seeing nobody run up here, I'll move on to the next agenda items under special events. Presentation regarding Cholo Senior Center and Meals on Wheels program. Anna and Allie, or Allie and Anna, or both?
Yeah, both.
Okay. You're gonna wait.
Yeah, I know.
Is that being recorded? Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Anna Banks, I was elected as the president kind of elected as the president in April. And thank you for the opportunity to let us talk a little bit. First of all, I wanted to just let you know what our mission statement is. We did change that in June, I believe it was. No, that was in December. Yeah, December, January. So our mission statement is devoted to providing quality food, services, and experiences. Short, sweet, that's exactly where we want to be. So devoted to providing quality food, services, and experiences. Some exciting news is in October, we served 1,808 meals to our people. So that's pretty exciting. And then also averaged over 100 meals each month in our dining room. We're working really hard to get that back up again. So some of the things that are going on now is our income and our fundraising. We were awarded the Head Start contract, which is right down the street from the senior center. So we're able to use the senior center and also bring in some income to us too. It's a great opportunity for us to have some exposure. So we're super excited about that, and it's right down the street from us. The other thing is that we are going to start instilling a membership, which a lot of the other senior centers around Arizona, but specifically Heber Overguard, and Silver City. No, what is it? So the one out there.
Silver Lakes?
Yeah, Silver Lakes. They have a membership too. And basically what this is it's going to give us additional funds to carry out what our mission is. It's $20 a year, so it's $1.66 a month. But the financial support will help us to provide our great programs, activities. And with that membership, we get they get a notary, a member computer with faxing, or with printing, faxing, Wi-Fi, newsletters, discounts on other programs and services that we have at the senior center. So that will expand as we go, but that's just another way that we're going to get out there. Another thing that we have coming for the income is tax credits. Obviously, the tax credit is that dollar for dollar tax credit. We have starting in October, I think it was, although I didn't see it in mine, the mailing of the senior or the tax credits in the city of Cholo utility statement. So we're going to have a heavy push for that dollar for dollar tax credit. So that's one thing that we're going to start. We're going to have some other things around that as well later on in the year. We just had our NACOG in-person monitor, and I'm excited to say for the very first time in the organization's history, we received a perfect monitor visit. So that's pretty exciting. We have a lot of changes going on, so that was super, super exciting that we got that. And that was from Marjorie Harris that she sent us that. We just got notified too that our NACOG contract increased for the next 4 years. For the next 4 years, so we've been getting $2,500 a month to feed our NACOG clients, but they just increased that to $5,800. So we're going to be able to feed a lot more people, do a lot more things. So super excited about that. We have, since about April, we've gotten about $18,000 in grants. The majority of that grant was actually from Care First, and that was specifically for my senior center, and I'll talk a little bit more about that, but that is basically a client management system. It's going to help us enable so much more to be able to know what's going on with our senior center, to be able to track reports for more grants that we can get. So that's super exciting. We also have a cookie machine that's going to be donated to us, well, any day now. And we hope to be able to use that to be able to do some more events, to be able to get the word out there about the senior center and the Meals on Wheels. So we're going to be, going to the little vendor events and things like that and offering our cookies, or what's that word?
Biscottis.
Hopefully that we can do that. And again, it's all about the exposure. And then on November 30th, we have a Giving Tuesday, which is a national, I think it's a worldwide actually, event for nonprofits and just giving back. So we're going to be heavily pushing that, and that, again, promoting the tax credit. A couple other things, employees and the board members. We do have 5 employees that are from the Senior Community Service Employment Program. They're employees that we actually don't pay for. It's actually done through Alltech. No, who is that? ARP. Okay. But great things are happening with that. Phones are getting answered. People are getting their questions answered. So that's cool. We have 4 new board members since April, and including a representative from the town of Pine Top Lakeside. We're super happy to have him on there. We've been working really hard on updating our HR and processes and policies. And we've also required by NACOG, we've instilled the background check for all volunteers, employees, and board members. And we also have just recently designated an area for our volunteers. They actually asked for that. We did a survey of the volunteers, and they asked for that. So we were able to get that done with that new add-on that you guys did. We put a little area for them. That was part of our quality control. And so we did feedback forms from our clients and our volunteers, and we're starting to instill some of those things that they recommended in that. We're happy to do that. We also worked really hard on updating our chart of accounts for our Quickbooks. It's for better reporting. We feel that it's a lot more accurate now. We can run the reports and we can feel pretty confident on what's going on there. And then, of course, response to our feedback was that our clients wanted 5 meals a week, which we've been giving them 5 meals a week. But it was a Friday meal was a frozen meal. So what we've done is we're giving them a fresh meal, a hot meal on Thursday, and then a fresh meal for them to have on Fridays. So we'd love to be able to do more. We just don't have enough volunteers right now. That's the bottom line on that one. I know I'm going over. I'm trying. Okay.
You're fine.
And then the activities that are going on. I mean, there's so much going on in the senior center. It's so awesome to be able to go to the senior center and see that there's cars there, things are going on. It's super exciting. There's just way too much to talk about. But we do have the activities calendar. Review that. There's something going on every day in the senior center. So that's what we want. Super exciting. We also had a resource fair on October 1st. Super success. I think we had 15 vendors.
It was more like 30.
Oh,
Yeah,
37 vendors that were there. So that's super great that we were able to get that resource fair out there for them. And then we're making it known that the senior center is available for community activities, meetings, conference rooms, catering is available as requested. And then we have our turkey dinner on Tuesday, November 23rd. That's another great activity. Some other just side notes are we did extend our contract with CMPAZ we did extend that for another 12 months. We just recently did that. We're getting our social media activity up, both on the senior center and the Meals on Wheels. So you can help us by liking that and sharing that. That would be awesome. We also joined Meals on Wheels America, which opens us up to a lot of grant opportunities. And then the My Senior Center software, we're only like 0.5% of what it can do for us, but it's going to be an awesome tool for us to be able to track and to make sure that things are followed through the right way. It's just an awesome tool for us, and we're super excited that Care First was able to do that. So that's all the awesome things that are going on. There's a couple of issues that I'd like to talk to you guys about. We have a couple facility issues. One of them is the water heater. It sits right there, right next to our washing station. However, I don't know how it was designed, but it goes all the way back to the back of the room and then comes back up here. So it takes 15 to 20 minutes for us to get hot water into the dishwasher room. So I just wanted you guys to know that it would be really helpful if we could get some hot water into the dish room. So the other thing is we do have an uneven floor in the main room, and there has been a tripping issue in there. And we have addressed that, but it's still not there. And I'm getting concerned about that. That's it.
That's it. Anna, thank you.
That's it.
I appreciate, I'm sure we all appreciate everything you guys are doing down there. Doing a great job. Allie, thank you. When I wear my other hat as chairman of NACOG, it's nice to go to meetings and hear about what great things our senior center and the Meals on Wheels program in Cholo are doing, because, you know, a few years back, I didn't get that. And it's nice to go to meetings and hear about some of the awards you guys have won and grants that you've gotten out of all the things you're doing. So thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. And very fine report. You could have slowed down a little bit. Nobody was rushing you.
5 to 7 minutes. Jay said 5 to 7 minutes. That's
Don't
what he
listen to
said.
Jay all the time. Come on. Any comments or questions?
Lady Mayor,
Councilman
I just want to thank Anna and Allison for the jobs that they do. Like Anna says, she's pretty new at the president of this Meals on Wheels Senior Center. But I think I've been bringing it to the council for the last probably 4 or 5 months that there's a lot of new changes going on, and I didn't really talk about them. But now you can see what all the changes are. I mean, these ladies have done a lot of different things, like the money for the computer system to organize everything in the Meals on Wheels and try to streamline the food and everything else. It just the main thing of doing that is trying to make sure that they count for every penny that's donated to them. And I mean, they're stepping up and finding all that out and making sure people know that, hey, if you donate here, that the money's saved here. So later on tonight, I'll talk about the turkey banquet or the turkey thing, and then also the 501c. So appreciate it very much for your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
too,
Thank
Allison.
Great job,
Thank you.
ladies.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
All righty, next item on the agenda is consent calendar. I'll look for a motion to consider of authorization of funding from council contingency to the Cholo Community Fast. Consideration of non-commercial ground lease with RHJ Investments. Consideration of resolution number R 2021-30 approving a waiver of the 4-year advance notice of abandonment. Consideration of resolution number R 2021-31 urging Arizona Independent Redistricting Commission. Consideration of approval of a Third Amendment final condemn plat for Meadow Creek Business Center. Consideration of approval of amendment and final plat for Bison Pass. And also consideration of the minutes of the joint study session, October 19th, and our regular meeting, October 19th, 2021. I'll entertain a motion, or does anybody want to pull anything first? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Vice Mayor make a motion, second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign, motion passed. Next item on the agenda in our new business is a public hearing grant application to the Environmental Protection Agency to obtain Brownfield funding for environmental cleanup at 180 North 11th Street in Cholo and approving redevelopment plan. Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. As you know, we discussed this at our retreat a couple weeks ago. The city has acquired the 2 parcels at 180 North 11th Street and an additional parcel at 100 North Huning Street for a total of approximately 1.3 acres located on the west side of 11th Street between Hall and Huning Street. So basically right here next to us. The property at 180 North 11th Street was the former Woody's bulk fuel plant, and past uses of the property have resulted in releases of petroleum products that have impacted the soil. The city has developed a cleanup plan that will provide standard remediation of the site appropriate for future use. The plan includes proposed redevelopment of the 3 parcels that will provide a significant public benefit to the community. That may include construction of a public parking lot at the southwest corner of 11th Street and Hall Street, outdoor learning center adjacent to the library, and renovation of the structure located at 100 North Huning Street. So tonight we have a public hearing that's scheduled. As part of the grant process to get the money for the cleanup, we're required to solicit public input on our cleanup plans and the redevelopment design of the 1.3 acres. Following the hearing, the council can discuss the city's proposed cleanup and redevelopment plans and consider any public input. The recommended project will then be submitted to the Environmental Protection Agency for a grant. So we're happy to answer any questions. We did put this out on social media. I think we've seen a lot of people look at it, but nobody's really commented so far on it. So, and we will probably even take comments after this meeting for another week or 2 until the grant is submitted. So happy to answer any questions or start with the public hearing, but then we can go into questions.
Before we bring it back to council, I'll now open it up to a public hearing. If anybody wants to make any comments about this? Seeing nobody run, I'll close the public hearing and turn it back to the council for comments, questions, motions.
And Mayor, I don't know if we can show it on the TV, but in front of you, you do have the proposed plan on a map there. The property is kind of highlighted in yellow. You'll see on the north side, the expanded parking for the library. There's some landscaping and stuff there. And then towards the south side, you'll see we have some more landscaping, possible ramada in there, and some type of community center. I think at the last retreat, I think Councilman Clark mentioned maybe some type of I don't know, what you call it, an entrepreneur center or development center.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all possibilities that we could use, but that's the area that we're talking about.
Vice Mayor.
So on the community center, we have options to adjust what we do in there, correct?
Right, so pretty much this layout was submitted previously, but it doesn't have to be a community center. We can do something else with the building, but it has to be for a public benefit.
Okay. Good. This is really exciting that we are finally bringing this project forward after so many years. And we appreciate all the work by staff that's been done to make this happen for us. And it's very exciting for our downtown area.
If nothing else, get it cleaned. It just it definitely needs to be cleaned up, so. Any other comments or questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion. Vice Mayor.
I move to adopt resolution number R 2021-32, authorizing submitting the proposed Environmental Protection Agency cleanup plan and the proposed redevelopment plan for the 3 parcels located at 180 North 11th Street and 100 North Union Street to be submitted with the EPA grant application.
Got a motion. I got a second by Councilman Hatch. All those in favor of the motion? All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed unanimous. Thank you, guys. Next item on the agenda is consideration of ordinance number 2021-05, amending title, administration, and personnel, chapter 2-30, personnel system, section 2-30-050, nepotism of the Cholo City Code. Mrs. McQuillan.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. At its annual retreat on October 18th, 2021, the City Council discussed making minor changes to the City Code Title II, Chapter 2.30, Section 050, B and C. Based on that discussion, staff prepared the following changes. 2.30.050B, change from department to division in the first sentence, and to not allow the hiring of full-time employees who are relatives of department head level employees. In the second sentence, this clarifies that relatives of department head level employees can be hired for part-time work if in a different department. 2.30.050C, change to clarify that employees cannot supervise relatives directly or indirectly. City staff recommends adopting ordinance number 2021-05, amending Title II, Administration and Personnel, Chapter 2.30, Personnel System, Section 2.30.050, Nepotism of the Cholo City Code. The proposed changes are shown in the ordinance as bold and underlined. And staff is available if you have questions.
Any questions, comments? Seeing none, I'll ask, by unanimous consent, I'll ask the clerk to read ordinance number 2021-05 by title only, since all council members have a copy.
An ordinance of the Mayor and Council of the City of Cholo, Arizona, amending Title II, Administration and Personnel, Chapter 2.30, Personnel System, Section 2.30.050, Nepotism of the Cholo City Code.
Thank you. Time I'll look for a motion. Vice Mayor.
I move to adopt ordinance number 2021-05.
I'll second it. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Thank you, Mrs. McQuillan. Appreciate that. All righty, next item on the agenda is summary of current event. Council members. Councilman Adams.
I just want to, this week or last week, we lost Ethan Ellsworth. He was in our community for a long time. He helped Cholo do a lot of things with the irrigation as well as a lot of other people. He was always doing a lot of service, and I just want the family to know our thoughts and prayers are with him, and we're going to miss him. And he did a lot for this whole community, and he'll be missed.
Thank you, Councilman Adams. Appreciate that. Vice Mayor.
I ditto that. I'd just like to say that, you know, our community is really experiencing a surge in COVID still. And we get a bad reputation up here because people go back to the valley and report on the news that it's like nothing ever happened up here. People aren't wearing masks or not getting vaccinated, which is a person's personal choice. But I can tell you that the hospital at this time is impacted very heavily. We are full. I think it was last week that the staff experienced 9 deaths in 1 week. It's the first time that we've experienced that since COVID started, and it's very impactful on them, and people are getting tired and worn out. But be civil to each other, be cautious, keep your distance from each other, and do what you can to prevent contracting the flu or any of the flu, the COVID, whatever it is. You know, everything is going around right now, and so help your healthcare givers out a little bit and do what you can on your part.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Appreciate that. Councilman Alsop.
Thank you. Like we talked about earlier with the Meals on Wheels, just to let you guys know, there's a free Thanksgiving lunch at the Senior Center at 301 East McNeil, Thursday, November 23rd. All ages are welcome. There's going to be 3 settings, so if you would like to come to the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or 1 o'clock, you need to call the Senior Center, Meals on Wheels, at 928-532-0656 and set up a reservation. Now, if you don't want to come and sit down and eat, they will be handing out meals. You just have to drive up and pick them up, but you have to let them know too that you're going to be doing that instead of being sitting there. So please call 928-532-0656. And any donations you like to give will go right straight back to Meals on Wheels for other meals or other stuff that they're going to be doing through the community. And like Anna said, was they're a 501c, so you get a tax credit if you like to do some donations for your tax write-off and everything else. Please feel free to get with them and fill out the paperwork and put Meals on Wheels on that for your 501c. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Real quick, I just want to thank Main Street for their trunk or treat Saturday. I'm not sure how many people. If I was guessing, I would say 4,000 or 5,000 kids came through the trunk or treat program. So I'm glad to see that's back. It was absolutely amazing to see the line go all the way around the church back there. So good time by all. I know I had a great time. So and I think me and my wife went through about 4,000 pieces of candy, and we had to start borrowing from everyone else. But it was definitely fun. I'm glad to see it back. City Manager.
Yeah, just a reminder on that Meals on Wheels Thanksgiving lunch. It'll be Tuesday, November 23rd, just so everybody knows that. The Recreation Department has tickets for the Daddy-Daughter Dance. That'll be this Friday. That's an annual event. It's very much been a success in the past. The theme this year is Alice in Wonderland, and you can get a hold of Parks and Rec Department 532-4140 if you want tickets for this Friday. A celebration of life and legacy of service will be held Monday. That's next Monday, November 8th at 6 p.m. at the Public Safety Headquarters in honor of fallen Cholo Police Officer Darren Reed. The downtown lights, as you noticed when you came in this evening, will be turned blue from tonight and through at least November 8th in remembrance of Officer Reed. And the public's invited to attend that ceremony. It's at 6 p.m. next Monday evening. And on Veterans Day, November 11th, next Thursday, the VFW will be holding a 11 a.m. ceremony at the Veterans Memorial at City Hall. And that event is open to the public. And then just a reminder to the public, the Aquatic Center will be closed for 3 weeks from November 25th until December 19th. They'll be doing quite a bit of maintenance work in that Aquatic Center, and it'll reopen again on December 20th. Just a reminder on the Community Fast. The Community Fast is next week, November 7th through 13th. And you can donate to any or to the banks in Cholo, the National Bank of Arizona, Chase, and Arizona Central Credit Union, or at City Hall, or you can donate online at cholocommunityfast.org. They will also have a celebration of that Community Fast on November 21st at 6 p.m. at the Cholo Auditorium. And just one other thing, just thank Pine Top Lakeside for bringing in the Wall That Heals. That was a great they did a great job in presenting that at Pine Top, and if a lot of people were able to enjoy that, and it was an amazing job that they did at that event. So we want to thank them.
Thank you, City Manager. Just to add to that, the guy that follows that or started that, the wall at Hills, said because of our dedication to our public works people, we now hold the record for the quickest time building that wall. It was like 3 hours and some minutes, and we did it under 3. So thanks to the county, or the city of Cholo and Pine Top Lakeside Public Works and everybody else that helped donate their time. It went well. Does anybody need seconds or anything? John, do you got anything else?
When are you supposed to don a Blue Ridge? Oh wait, you don't have to wear a Blue Ridge jersey. They have to wear a, when's
Mayor
that happening?
Irwin's supposed to be wearing a really nice Cougar football jersey at their next meeting. I hand delivered it to her last week, so whenever their next meeting is, let's make sure
We'll make sure one of our
Maybe-
people are there to take a picture
maybe we
of
can
that.
get Grace to make sure we put it on our social media.
Absolutely.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, and one other thing, the Cougars are playing this Friday at 7 o'clock at home for the first playoff game against
Sabino.
Sabino?
Sabino, yeah.
Sabino. So if you can get out there and support them, it'll be awesome. I have a feeling they're going to go all the way. We might be watching them during Thanksgiving. So anyway, no other business before this council. I'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you, guys.